Hi, this is Carolyn Serviss from O2Bstampin.com. If you are a regular customer of Stampin' Up, you may have noticed lately that we are now carrying a lot of photopolymer stamp sets. So today I wanted to show you a fun trick that you can do when using photopolymer stamp sets that you can't do when you're using either our wood mount or our clear mount stamp sets. So I'm going to show you by making this cute card using the stamp set called Bordering Blooms. And then the sentiment that I'm using at your day comes from the stamp set Fabulous 4. I will have all of the materials that you need to use to make this card listed on my blog, and you can see that address underneath the video here. Okay, so let's get started. So we're first going to just have our basic Whisper White in 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to fold that piece of cardstock in half. Use our bone folder to make a nice crisp crease. Okay. Then we're going to just set that aside because we're actually not going to be stamping on that. We're actually going to be stamping on this piece, which measures 4 by 5.25. Okay, so for the trick, I know you're all just dying to hear about, I'm going to use this flower design here, but you could use it with any of the stamps in this set. And I'm going to use it on, I've got the wrong size. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, now that I have the right size acrylic block, I'll show you this little trick. So you take your photopolymer and press down on it, and as you press down, you can bend it and make, instead of a straight line of flowers, a nice curvy line. This is really fun to do with sentiments. Instead of having them go straight across, you can make them curve down or up. It's really fun. Okay, then I'm going to use my Memento black ink. And I'm just going to ink that up. And then I'm going to use a paper piercing mat to put under my paper. This helps to give it some give because there is no foam in the photopolymer stamp sets like there is in the clear mount, in the rubber mount, clear mount and wood mount, I mean. So this just helps to give it a little bit of give. Alright, so then I'm going to go right across there. And then I'm going to use this same block for my sentiment, even though I don't really need one quite this big, but we'll use it because it's handy. Okay, I'm going to ink it up with my Blackberry Bliss. I love, love, love this new ink color. It's probably my favorite. Ooh, got a little bit of extra ink on there, so hopefully it won't transfer. Okay, I'm just going to press down here. Very good. Alright, and then, that aside, I am going to use my Blackberry ink pad as well as my blender pen. I put a little bit of ink in here by closing the lid and pressing on it with my heels of my hand. Have a little bit of ink here to play with. I'm just going to take my blender pen and color my images. And this is very therapeutic, very calming, very easy to do, and is a great stress reliever. However, it's not all that fun to watch it on a video, so I'm just going to pause this while I finish this up, and then I'll come back. Okay, so as you can see, I've colored in all the little flowers, plus I started leaves on the image, and zoom in here just a little bit for you, using old olive ink. So I have just a couple more leaves to do here. And I also wanted to color in the bottom part of the flower here. And as well as the stems. So I just sort of traced along the stem lines just to give them some more definition so you could see them, add a little bit more color to the image. And I think it adds a lot to it. So it's easy to do. Doesn't take a lot of time. And voila, we're done with the coloring. Okay, isn't that pretty? Love, love, love it. Okay, and now for just a little bit of embellishing, I'm going to take some of the, let's see, I think I got 16 inches here of the Blackberry Bliss stitch satin ribbon, and I don't think I'm going to really need that much, but maybe. So I think what I'm going to do, got a few little specks of something on there, probably the ink off my fingers. I don't know how they got so inky, but they are. So what I'm going to do is put this across here and just glue it to the back. Then I'm going to take another piece and just tie it in a knot. Just loose knot. And trim this up. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back. And attach that to my card front. Sort of a white on white. And there you have it. Pretty quick and easy. I hope you've enjoyed learning that little trick with the photopolymer stamps. This is Carolyn Serviss at o2bstampin.com.